Hello, everyone. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with intuitive channeled messages focusing on love connections, love relationships for this reading. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout this video and take from it as always what makes sense for you, release the rest. Very similar to a card reading, of course, without the cards. So let me go ahead and see what I'm able to tap into here today with letters that could be a part of your person's name, could be a combination of both of you, as well as actual names that I'm able to pick up, as well as zodiac signs. And then we'll see what messages for the collective that I'm able to pick up here today. All right, so let's begin. Let's see what I'm able to focus on at this time. So as far as letters, I'm picking up off of the letter P, V, R. I'm seeing A, B, and C. So those letters doesn't necessarily have to be in that order. I'm also picking up off of double E, so somebody could either have first and last initial of E, or somebody's got two E's in their name somewhere. Could also be one of those things where you and your person both have names that begin with that letter. Could also be the person that you're focused on could have double E in their name. I'm also picking up off of an R, S, and a T. And the way I'm picking up off of that this time, it could be someone's initials, RST. Of course, it doesn't have to be that way for every person tuning in, but I'm picking that up for some reason for some of you that could be either their initials, could also be your initials. I apologize for that noise, guys. We've got this warehouse nearby, and sometimes the trucks that are backing in and out can get very loud. Sorry about that. Let's see what else I'm able to tap into here as far as letters. I'm seeing an O and an F and an X. Okay, so those are the letters that I'm picking up here today. As far as names, I'm hearing Annie, could also be Anne or Anna. I'm hearing Arthur. I'm hearing Art as well, could be a nickname. I'm also hearing Artemis. I'm hearing Bill, could be short for William or even Billy. Could also be male or female, could be spelled B-I-L-L-Y as well as B-I-L-L-I-E or even B-I-L-L-I. I'm also hearing Baxter. I'm hearing Christian, could also be Christopher or Chris, could also be Chrissy. I'm also hearing Carmen and Carmina is coming through as well. I'm hearing Elaine, I'm hearing Edward, could also be Ed or Eddie. I'm hearing Evan. I'm hearing Eve, could also be Evelyn. So that's some of the E names that I'm picking up here. I'm also hearing Esther. I'm hearing Faith. I'm also hearing Fiona. I'm hearing Fifi. I'm also hearing Faye, F-A-Y or F-A-Y-E. I'm hearing Regina. I'm hearing Santana as well as Stephanie. Could also be Steve or Stevie, Steffi. Thomas, Timothy. I'm hearing Tyne, could also be Tina. I'm hearing Tata. I don't know if that's a nickname. I'm just hearing Tata. Somebody could be, that could be somebody's nickname I'm picking up. I'm also hearing Tawny, Terry, as well as Teresa. I'm also hearing Alex, could also be Alexander or even Alexandra. Alexis as well. I'm also picking up off of Xavier. Also Xander, spelled Xander, so that could be where the X names are coming from. Okay, so those are the names. Let's see what signs, what zodiac signs I'm picking up here. I'm seeing Scorpio and I'm seeing Sagittarius. Gemini is coming through as well. Leo, Pisces, Aquarius, and Virgo. I'm also seeing Cancer. Okay, so any combination, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for you and your person. So let me see what the energies are here, what messages I'm able to convey at this time. I'm picking up off of a crush. Okay, somebody who has a crush on you. This could be sort of like a secret admirer type situation where you might not be aware that somebody's really into you. Or you may very well be. But it's one of those things where you guys are not in a relationship with this person. They want to be in a relationship with you, but they could be, you could be dealing with a shy type, or they're apprehensive, especially for those of you who might already be in another partnership. So they're keeping their distance, not because they want to, but because maybe they can't, or the situation isn't ideal. For some of you, this could be happening where you work. It could be either an office romance or a work romance, or it's somebody who's interested in you romantically where you work. Maybe you already know this, but some of you guys, I do feel you don't know. And it's coming through that they're really interested. And I'm picking up off of either March or April as to when this person might actually say something to you. Could be something as simple as, let's go out for coffee or let's meet up sometime. But they could also ask you out officially on a date, something like that. I am picking up off of those of you who are in a relationship. And I'm also picking up that if you relate to this, you might have your doubts that maybe your person doesn't feel the same way, or they're just not as invested as you are. But what I am feeling here, for those of you that relate to that, they actually are. They might not be as well versed as you as far as expressing themselves, opening up their heart space to you. They might not be as expressive with their love, but it certainly is there in their heart. And then I'm also picking up off of the energy of Valentine's Day. So for those of you who are already coupled up, you might just receive a declaration of love from the person that you're focused on. Especially if they're the type to not really tell you how they feel, not because they don't feel it, but they're just not well versed on being able to express themselves in the way they really want to. So if you've wondered, I wonder if they feel the same way about me. Do they love me as much as I love them? And I'm getting a resounding yes that they do. They're just not very good at saying it. Let's see what else here. This is coming through for those of you with families, with children. But I am picking this up for those of you who are in a relationship with somebody and the children are actually not theirs biologically. I'm just picking that up here for some of you that might relate to this. And you are also wondering if this person that you are in a relationship with, if they have the capability to really love your children and accept your children so that you guys can blend your families. Some of you guys might have connected with a person who already has children from a prior relationship. And this person that I'm picking up off of, they actually have a very good heart. And they are thinking the same thing that you are, is what I'm feeling here. That they're wondering, can you accept their children as much as they're willing to accept yours? And I'm just feeling here very happy energy when it comes to that. It's a very positive vibe that I'm picking up here. So I feel that you guys will be very successful as far as melding your two families together and blending the families together. You could certainly have some growing pains as far as making all of that happen, but I feel eventually it will be a beautiful blended family. I'm just picking that up here for those of you who are able to relate to that. Okay, so let me tap into one more message here for the collective. Take this if it applies. Some of you guys have really been going through a rough patch in your relationship. Either you're married or you guys have been in a committed partnership for a very long time. I'm just feeling here that either you, the person watching this, or the other person that you are focused on, somebody's got their doubts whether or not the partnership has what it takes to withstand the test of time. Can you guys last forever? And ultimately what I'm getting here is it comes down to having better communication. You guys have to have the opportunity to sit down and talk and really be open and honest with each other. And that's key, is the honesty, to be able to really convey how you're feeling. They need to be able to do the same thing. No holding back. Just get everything out on the table, whatever your grievances and concerns are that might have contributed to any challenges or obstacles in your relationship. It just needs to be expressed so that you guys can actually have all of the necessary tools that's needed to be able to fix what's broken between the two of you. Because ultimately I am feeling here that it is a fixable situation and you guys can overcome the difficulties and find happiness once again. So this is coming through for those of you specifically who are either already married or committed in this partnership. You guys have been together for quite a while and just going through the ups and downs of a partnership, and maybe lately it's just been a little bit too challenging, causing either of you to question whether the relationship can actually last. It has the capability to do so, but there's better communication that's needed here. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this one here, guys, for today. Hopefully what came through here, you were able to relate to some of the messages, if not a good chunk of it. And I'll be back soon with more intuitive channeled messages. Thank you guys so very much. I'll see you next time.